Okay, I'm gonna be playing some Civilization 6, Gathering Storm. Starting off with the first leader, Abraham Lincoln. Emancipation Proclamation. Industrial zones give +2 amenities and +3 loyalty per turn, but your plantations give -2 loyalty per turn. Receive a free melee unit after constructing industrial zones in their buildings. The free unit does not require resources when created or to maintain and receives +5 combat strength. America, Founding Fathers. All diplomatic policy slots in the current government are converted to wildcard slots, +1 diplomatic favor per turn for every wildcard slot in their government. P-51 Mustang, American unique atomic era air units that replaces the fighter. Gains +5 combat strength against fighter aircraft, has +2 flight range, and gains 50% +50% experience. Film studio, a building unique to America, +100% tourism pressure from this city towards other civilizations when the game enters the modern era. Go ahead and select Deity difficulty. Game speed will be standard. As for the map type, I'm going to go ahead down to Shuffle. What secrets will this map reveal? So it'll be totally random. And as for the map size, I'm going to click on Standard. So let me just confirm my settings. Gathering Storm, Abraham Lincoln, Deity, Standard, Shuffle, Standard. And I'm not going to play for any game modes, so let's go.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest, from this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars.
Abraham Lincoln, you rose to the challenge as your country tore itself asunder. Seize the power of a new, younger world, one built on rail and steam, on progress and liberty, and break apart the chains of bondage. Great emancipator, in this new time of strife and division, the time has come to unite your people once again. Lead your people to freedom and liberty, and end forever the shackles of the past.
Alright, so here I am in the game. Not a terrible spawn. We do have some options here. I'm gonna go ahead and start off though by I like to do a lot of reading, and there's a lot of reading to do in this game. Start off with the leaders and the civilization I'm playing as. Okay, so did some reading. Currently in the game I have a warrior, I have a settler. It's turn 1, 4000 BC, and new continent discovered. We have discovered a new continent. Our explorer is naming it Laurentia. Fair enough. So there's some things going on here that I like. There is an amenity nearby. We have some good 2-2 tiles. 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here. Some mines, or some hills, apologies, that can be turned into mines. I have stone that can be improved. And I also have some mountain tiles nearby here too. I gotta take a minute to decide how I want to structure my city. Excuse me. I'm just gonna start placing some map tags in a second. Settling on the olives wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's just say I did. So right here it is. Industrial zone would be +1, +2, +3. +4, +5. So this would be a +5 industrial zone right here. If I decided to go with this format. The campus has to go down too. If I had a campus, I'd have to put it by these mountains somewhere. Or by the coast. But setting up these districts, for example, this commercial hub right there, this would be a +2 commercial hub. If I have the government plaza here, then this would be a +3 commercial hub. And I get era score for building districts that are higher than +3. So this is another reason why I want to build the government plaza first. I like commercial hubs because they allow you to build great merchants. However, great admirals are also nice too. Let me check out the diplomatic quarter. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna scrap this for now, but hypothetically, you know, I worked with something like this. Campus probably go on the other side here too. That would be okay. I want to make a +3 campus, if at all possible. +1 for mountains. Okay, we get 1 science from every 2 adjacent districts. Government plaza. Okay. So this would be a +3 campus here too. I would hate to give up all of these strong tiles though, but... And also, yeah, settling on the olives would be nice, because I get this amenity right off the bat, which I could trade with the other civilizations, get the economy jump started. But I don't want to rush my decisions, and there's no point. There's no need to rush my decisions. That's why I like to talk this stuff out, so I can talk to myself. Okay, so let's just temporarily, let's scrap all this. Oops. Let's play devil's advocate. Let's say I settled on the coast instead. I'd want to settle on either one of these 2 tiles. This could work. Say I settled there. Built the aqueduct here. Encampment. Or not encampment, industrial zone, sorry. Government plaza. The only downside to the government plaza is I would have to first get rid of this deer. It's not a downside, actually maybe a good thing. And then a campus could go here. Or... I need to fit the commercial hub along the river. So it would have to go here. And this would still be a +3, so... The campus would be here. That's another +3. +4, actually. But what tiles would I be left with? You know, I'd be getting rid of all of my strong production-based tiles. This would have to be improved. This would all be, like, chopped and worked. It would be nice if I could... Because I'm not sure what's over here. This kind of looks like a desert to me. But this is another option, and then I could always put down a harbor here at any point in time if I wanted to. I only have 1 fish, though, off in the distance. Yeah, it's not it wouldn't be a great harbor city, but... Still have access to the coast. And that's always nice. Let me consider the last alternative, because this is not terrible either. We just need to do a little bit of planning here. two other options I see. I could either settle in place. I don't think an aqueduct would work on this tile. Yeah, but it would work on this tile. That would be a little bit tricky. Aqueduct could work here too. CD. Yeah, it would have to be here instead then. And then this. That. And then the campus would go. See, I don't want to get rid of any more tiles here. Okay, let's scrap this idea. We'll consider the final alternative here. Aqueduct. Yeah, aqueduct to go here. I'd be losing the stone, that's one downside. I don't know how I feel about this. This is okay, because this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4. Or hang on, this would be a +5 camp or industrial zone, but it would have to get built up. And I do not want to put my districts on all of these tiles here. Like, that just, I don't know, it doesn't put me in a right. This is what I really like. After considering everything, if I settled here, put the aqueduct here, industrial zone here, government plaza here, yeah, I could either put the campus maybe here, and then commercial hub here. Now let's still have 1, 2, 3, one more tile to work with here. And then on this tile, I even could put later on into the game a diplomatic quarter. And it would give me the opportunity to harvest these materials before I plant down these districts so they don't go to waste. I could do a lot of chopping here. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 6. This would be a 1, 2, 3. This would be 1, 2, 3. If we got these districts built. Yeah, that's fine over there. It's there. I like this settle because it gives me access to this 1, 2, 2 tile I get the olives, which would require irrigation, which may take a while to research, so I get the amenity up front. And then if I really wanted to, I could buy these tiles here, like if it came to it. I'd also be getting some extra gold, some food, so it's not a bad spot here. I could grow quickly. So I'm going to make that decision. I'm going to move my settler over here onto the stone. Okay, nothing off the map got revealed. Not much, really. Just a coast. And I'm going to elect to move my warrior actually up to the north. You know what? I take that back. I actually want to move him. Well, here's my thought process. So, I see tundra here. My concern is that there may be some barbarian warriors, a potential barbarian camp, and a scout that comes nearby. However, if I move my warrior down here on this tile, and then the next turn I follow it up and move my warrior onto the hill, he may reveal some more information about what's south of this mountain range before I then decide to settle my settler. So I could get some information additionally, and I'm actually going to go ahead and do that because I can always move my warrior back up here. So I'm going to send him down this way. And before I end my turn, is there anything I need to do? I'm not researching anything. I'm not going through the civics tree right now. Let me just take a look at the great people. Great general. They kind of, most of them do the same thing. Same for great admirals. Okay, we have a medieval engineer. Crassus. Prophets. And then writers. Okay, so there aren't any great people that initially kind of bat my attention, but it's important to keep an eye on this list as the game progresses. So yeah, we look good. I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn. Yeah. Okay, as I said earlier, now I'm gonna move my warrior here. Okay, so we do have another 2-3 deer tile, which is nice. More production. And I'm gonna move my warrior onto the olive tile. I'm gonna found my city. Great city of Washington. Okay. And it's also my capital. So, there's a lot of things to uncover here. Starting off, I need to choose a technology from the technology tree. I have a few options. One of my first technologies that I want to aim towards unlocking is going to be currency, because with currency I'll be able to create markets, and then with markets I can get additional trade route capacity, and this will be important for internal domestic trading between my cities, because typically if I send a trade route from a city towards my city, it'll be one food, one production. But if I move and, sorry, not move, but if I build further districts, let's say like the campus for example, one of its domestic destinations is +1 food, right? So if I was then to build a campus and to send a trade route to the city, which has said campus, I'd be getting 2 food, 1 production. Now, if I build a district like the government plaza, see its domestic destination, it's 1 food and 1 production. So it would be 2 food, 2 production if I send a trader to my capital. Same with the diplomatic quarter. It's another one food, one production. So these yields will stack and it'll help my cities grow quickly. Especially if those cities need to be growing. If they have a tough time off the gate. So currency is a technology I really want to aim for. But as of right now, looking at the terrain, I actually would want to consider going for animal husbandry because I have 2 cattle resources that are nearby. One of my, let's see, where is it? Horseback riding. If I get the boost, building a pasture, this will be boosted. And then masonry, to build a quarry, this will be boosted too. Let me see, let me go back. I don't see any resources that can be farmed, nor any resources that can be mined at the moment. Just have to keep an eye out for that. But horses, they spawn on grasslands and plains. I don't have too many of those tiles here. I have grassland hills. Okay. These grassland tiles are cattle. So there's going to have to be some horses kind of further down into the map. But still, having its cattle nearby and improving it will also improve the overall production of my city. And it gets me towards archery if I really need to defend my capital. After animal husbandry, then it would be safe to go towards mining so I can improve some of these other tiles such as the stone. So, yeah, pretty safe bet. I'm gonna start with animal husbandry. Alright, so I chose my first technology. Now I need to go ahead and choose a production of some sort to build. I'll go ahead and read up on these in a minute. So we have monument. It will provide me 1 loyalty to the city. And basically it would give me 2 culture here, plus 2 culture. We have builders, scout, never warrior, or slinger. And I have some options here. One thing I do like about my capital is that it's in a very defendable position. There's really only 3 entry points which either enemy civilizations or enemy barbarians can push through, and it's either through this gorge here, or this desert tile here, and all of these points are able to be blocked off by warriors or archers, which I can easily defend with. So I don't typically do this, but I'm actually in favor of producing a scout, because if I can get a scout into the game, I can do some nice reconnaissance of the terrain. I could potentially find some tribal villages, pick them up before other players do, meet city-states, and I have more overall access and information to the map. Whereas, if I didn't have this recon unit, I might not. So, yeah, given the circumstances, I'm actually going to go ahead and purchase a scout first. Fast-moving ancient recon era. Fast-moving ancient era recon unit. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and manage my citizens. Lock in this 2 food, 2 production tile. And before I end the turn, I wanted to read up on some things here. Monument, builder, scout, and slinger. Okay. If I go ahead to my list of reports and I click on resources, you'll notice one of my luxuries is the olives. So I'm also gonna go ahead and type in olives. Okay. Lastly, I have my ancient era civic that I'm researching, which is now the Code of Laws. And it looks like right now I'm in a chiefdom, so I'm gonna go ahead and read up on that too. Alright. I'm gonna end my turn. Move my warrior. Wow. Well, this changes some stuff here. This campus now. We can do a little bit of reshuffling. This campus doesn't have to be here anymore. This is one thing. So if I put my campus on this deer, it would become a +4 campus. However, I would be getting rid of the deer. This is a really nice tile. But if I had a +4 campus, then I would get extra science from the rationalism card here. What else can I do to increase my science by 1? Not much. So basically I'd have to put 2 districts here. Yeah, see, 1, 2, 3. I do not want to. I would be very happy to actually put all of these districts, if I could, over here onto these desert tiles, which aren't being used. So I'm going to elect to put the campus on this tile here. But this is a very interesting pathway. I'm gonna keep pushing my warrior this way instead of wasting time sending him back, and I'll send my scout to go up to the north. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Let's keep moving. Okay, never mind. I'm going to send my warriors straight back to the north. That is a barbarian camp that just spawned in. New barbarian outpost. We have received rumors that a new tribe of barbarians has moved into a nearby region. Yep, we're gonna move you right on back. I think it works itself out too. And then we'll send the scout down this way. So realistically, I only have 2 points of defense. If I can set up an archer on these hills, block off this choke point, have a warrior here, I'm set. I'm defended. So a very fortified capital. This I am happy about. Alright, here is the barbarian camp. And now I have my first unit in the game, my scout. He has 3 movement, and I will take full advantage of that. A lot of desert tiles here that I'm not too happy about. As for you, we're gonna go ahead and start engaging this encampment, or sorry, not encampment, barbarian camp. We may take some damage, but I can go ahead and heal this unit once he gets hit. Gain some experience. Okay, so now that I have my first unit built, I can go ahead and choose something new for production. And I'm leaning towards a very aggressive, how do I say it? If we can eliminate this barbarian camp, I do not feel threatened whatsoever at this point in time by any other civilizations. So, feeling a little bit greedy. If I can knock out a 10-turn builder, improve the cattle here, and then improve the stone. That would give me the opportunity to actually get the boost for craftsmanship, which will get me Yolkin policy card and a Goge. But then that can lead me into state workforce, allowing me to build the government plaza district. I don't know if I'll be able to get the boost for state workforce. That might be a little bit challenging. Unless I decided to go for an early campus, but not too sure about that. We have other things on the list. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go for a builder. Let's do it. Fortify until healed. And let's keep moving my scout.